For Once, a film by Bay Michael. You got Rick rolled.
I think Rick rolling people did more for cybersecurity in this country than like actual cybersecurity training. Call me crazy.
No, so you just get the link and then your fucking computer's either just crashes or you just got Rick rolled. Like you're like, fuck.
Yeah, your computer has a deadly virus, or worse, you have Rick Astley on your computer. What's funny is like everybody dogs that song, but I do love Together Forever just because it was in that episode of It's Always Sunny. Don't you know I would give heaven and earth? You're supposed to keep singing. This is a duet.
Are you both recording though? Blew that cold open.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I fumbled our cold open tonight.
Wait, all you gotta do is start recording from the second half, and then me and you just start singing together, and that's our cold open for the for the year.
Rick rolling into
Together
2024.
forever we two. Is that how we're Rick rolling into 2024?
I was telling these guys before you popped in, I think Rick rolling did more for the safety of cybersecurity in this country than cybersecurity training ever did.
So I would just like to throw this out there that there are two things that are absolutely memes before memes were ever a thing. One of which is Rick rolling. The second of which is Carlton busting out dancing to Tom Jones every time he heard the song.
That's not unusual to be loved with anyone.
Yep. Anytime he heard Tom Jones, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Like those two songs, absolute top 10 out of 10s. Those were memes before memes were even born.
What was the original meme? Was the original meme like those like,
Hamster dance, probably.
the angry like no, I'm thinking like before like the internet. Was it those like funny like elementary school like they had the angry bunnies that was like just shut up and it had the cute little bunny rabbit on it?
Yeah. Or
And it was,
Happy
like,
Tree Friends.
Yeah, something like that. I think that was like the prehistoric memes. They're gonna find like cave drawings next to all of our old Mary Frank dolphin folders.
The 7-Up Yours t-shirts.
Yes, that's a good one.
They're going to be looking at this historically across the entire world for generations. That weird S that everybody draws.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
People are still doing
Three
that.
lines.
There are kids still drawing that.
Yes.
There are kids still doing that. Legit. I just saw a post on Twitter where some lady was like, her kid gave her a drawing and it was like in crayon and she's like, what the fuck?
I saw something like that. I was going to Megan's school, and somebody had drawn that in chalk on the pavement. This was a couple months ago, and I was like, oh my God, it's art from a prehistoric time.
It's worth a fortune. Give me that concrete
It
slab.
belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum.
It's how the Diendo works. Diendo is dick. This is the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast. Wherever you are, wherever you may be listening, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Narrator, we're recording this episode in 2023.
No, we're not. Don't lie.
I am Weldy Time. The three jabronis in here absolutely have already failed their New Year's resolutions before the New Year's even started. He's Ricky.
Wait, what? No.
You got stronger willpower than we do, I guess?
Yeah, but I'm better than all of you. Keep that in mind.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
I
Those are tough words.
I mean, I was gonna agree with him for me. I I don't know about you guys. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That sounds about right. Oh,
Did you have a resolution, Ricky?
Do I have a resolution?
No. Hold on. Hold
yeah,
on to that
my
thought. Hold on to that thought because we got our happy trails coming up. We got a happy trails about New Year's resolutions. Yes, I have a happy trails about New Year's resolutions
All right.
because this is going to come out. This is going to come out on January 15th or 14th.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
14, 15.
It's going to come out on January 14th. So yeah, I got a whole thing about New Year's resolutions and happy trails. So hold on to that. And then Andy
Howdy.
and Mitch.
Hey,
What's going on, kids? Did Santa bring you guys anything good this year?
Ricky, you want to start? Since you're so much better than everybody?
Yeah, Santa. Well, Santa brought me some nice gifts. I want to say it was Mrs. Claus is the one who brought me some nice gifts. I really enjoyed it. I got a wrestle crate, and then I got a pair of new hoop earrings, which I'm very excited to put in after they get done soaking. But other than that, that's about it. We tried to keep it pretty minimal. We have a few other big ticket ideas in mind, and that's for this coming year.
Can I just say that when you said that Mrs. Claus brought you something good and then brought you a wrestle kit, I thought you were going to say you got to wrestle around with Mrs. Claus. I'm like, ooh.
That's the best gift of all.
It's a gift that keeps on giving the whole year round.
Let's just say that we both enjoyed some milk and cookies. Okay.
You got to drop down her chimney once or twice, is what you're saying.
Did you lay the smacking down on her?
Dude, we're doing Christmas puns.
Jokes on you guys.
I went back to the wrestle.
She dropped
What the
down.
wrestle?
She dropped down my
Come on.
chimney. Yeah.
Jeez.
She laid the smack down on my candy ass and dropped the elbow down on my chimney. Okay.
Smelling what the Ricky was cooking is what you're saying.
We did cook. Also, we made Christmas breakfast for ourselves, and we sat around in matching pajamas and watched Christmas movies,
And
like
drank mimosas. I got the-
a good couple does on
Got the
Christmas.
snap.
Yes, and that's right, and we drank mimosas. That's right.
I am starting to get on the mimosa trend. We had it a few weeks ago. My wonderful baby niece was baptized. We went over to my sister's house, and she had mimosas ready to go. And I'm like, I've never really had mimosas. And then I had them, and I'm like, this is what I've been missing out on for the past 33 years. This is great.
Champagne and OJ.
I know. Well, I'm not a big
All it
champagne.
is.
Yeah, obviously I'm a big champagne person.
Maybe-
Yeah, champagne's a great crisp taste. It won't fill you up and never let you down.
Champagne.
Champagne. Champagne, as Christopher Walken called it.
Mitch, how was your Christmas? Yours looks way
Yeah.
better. I mean, like phenomenal, but looks way better than everybody else's. So let's
Mine was
hear
pretty
it.
expensive, so I started off buying 3 new tires for my car. That was $700 later. I am now engaged to my girlfriend, or fiance now, so that's exciting.
Congrats,
Thank you.
your boy
I
did it.
I sure did. I'm glad. I was waiting on her to say no. I was like, all right, that's fair. That's fair. After 4 years trolling me, because I've been trolling you. Anyway, I got a lot of Lego sets. I'm pretty excited about. I got like a Star-Lord, and I got the Captain America Lego set. I'm pretty stoked about.
The shield.
The shield, yeah, the big one. I'm excited. I got some tools from my family and some floating shelves, and did some remodeling of the office. So it was pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
I've been busy. What about you, Andy?
Did Miss Claus go down your chimney too?
No. No, she didn't. I engaged and she said, I'm tired.
I hope she doesn't listen to this podcast.
That's just, nope, not even going to say training for marriage.
I repainted over half the house. You know what I got? I got a tummy ache. I was like, oh, okay.
Mitch is like, man, I'm actually, this is all a lie, and I'm just actually not as terrible as Ricky about telling everybody what I do for Christmas, like all our sexual experiences. Good on you, Mitch. You don't need to let that information leave the house.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Keeping it PG. We ain't talking about Mrs. Claus and what Mr. Claus do in their free time.
Ho, ho, ho.
I am not keeping it PG. They are lucky. This podcast is rated double X, and I'm pretty close to putting that extra third
Okay,
one in there.
that last episode is something. So,
Yeah.
what about you, Andy? What'd you get? For-
Andy, what did you get? What did Santa
I
bring
got
you
an
this
air
year?
fryer.
You welcome to modern civilization, my
I'm a
friend.
Welcome.
human now.
You can make your chicken tenders way faster now.
And my dumbass microwaved my corn dogs last night, forgetting I had an air fryer. I was like, oh, dang it.
The times are changing, bud. Come on.
You got to get with it, man.
To be fair, honestly, it's like, man, I want two or three corn dogs right now. It's like you look at the air fryer, you're like, okay, that's going to take from defrosting to cooking to making sure they're okay. It's going to take about 5 to 6 minutes. But if I put them in the microwave, it's going to be about 1:30.
Yeah.
I mean, I know exactly where you're coming from.
I got to eat my single man processed foods.
There is nothing wrong with that.
What about you, Weldy?
Amazon gift cards. We are in push for PS5 mode, so I didn't really ask for anything this year. I got a new supply of shorts, underwear, and socks. Yes,
The dad gifts.
They all. Oh my god! Like they were. Let's just say, like all my undies were turning into G-strings at about.
Oh, God.
Like midway through November, I'm like, oh, come on, guys, we got to just hold it together for one more month.
Some Swiss cheese underwear.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, they were holy. It was bad.
Oh, holy
underwear.
shit.
Yeah, I got you. They're brightly shining. Got a couple of Amazon gift cards. We spent all of our money on our kids this year. Santa got my kids new bikes.
Oh, damn.
Sweet.
Yeah, so they've been riding them around. We take them out to my parents' house because they have a concrete garage, so they ride them around inside
Down there.
Yeah,
We can probably take them down the church parking lot down the way.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we probably could this week because it's still a high of 45. Thanks, global warming.
Yay.
Daddy, what's snow?
Sorry.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
If you would have been in Indiana 5 years earlier.
long time ago.
Back in my day, we actually had school delays and closings for when we saw snow outside, and it would be 10 feet fucking high.
Now you're just getting canceled because of wildfires.
Yeah. It's smoky outside.
I ain't seen any of them yet in Fort Wayne, so
I just wish it was smoky for a different reason, not just wildfires.
Yeah.
It's legal in Ohio.
Yeah,
It is legal in
it's
Ohio.
illegal in all the states surrounding us.
Yeah. Brock.
So before we get too far in, what are we all drinking on tonight?
Your boy got another silver bullet. 16 ounces of pure American Pilsner.
I currently drinking the rest of my Monster Beast, but I do have some Yingling Flights I'm drinking as well.
Sucking down some Rebel
Nice,
peppermint
nice.
mocha lattes.
Ooh, bougie.
They
I was
are
going to say
That air fryer made you bougie.
It did.
Ricky.
I am not bougie. I'm actually trashing it. I am drinking Mickey's.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I was gonna say PBR, but that's pretty close.
Hey. Don't you be dogging on PBR.
I'm talking
Well,
about
it's funny
PBR.
you say that because I actually have a PBR lined up right after I finish this Mickey's.
What's your bottle lid? What do you got? What's the card?
I have been sitting here for like the last 5 minutes trying to figure it out, and I can't get it. So this will be one that I'll figure out later tonight on my own.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, it's got me. There are very few of these that stumps me with this one. I actually did it.
So I gotta watch my alcohol intake tonight because last time we were together, we cut an episode and I had a couple. I don't think it was alcohol induced, but did I tell you guys what happened?
You pooped your pants again.
No, I did not. It was worse.
It was
Oh,
through. It
what?
was through the holes of your Swiss cheese undies.
No, it was worse than that. So the kids had taken over the bed, right? So this is the night after because this is the first time we've recorded in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
So we recorded an episode. I went to go stream that night, and the kids had taken over the bed, so I slept on the couch. Well, it was about midnight. I had to get up to go pee, and I got up, and you know how when you've been laying around for a while, then you get up, you get kind of dizzy? Well, normally it hits you all right away, but mine didn't. It like slowly hit me as I was peeing, and I got really dizzy and lightheaded.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I passed out.
What the?
I woke up on the living room floor on my back. I had felt
Christ.
myself as I was passing out. I felt my face hit something. I put my face through my TV.
Dang.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that
Ah,
was
humbug.
that was my Christmas present. I straight up put my face through my TV, and I have the TV out here.
You didn't wake up the family with the bang.
No,
Santa.
but no, I actually asked.
You killed my dad for Christmas.
I asked Megan later. I'm like, how did you not hear that? She's like, Oh, I thought you just fell off the couch.
Oh, God.
No care if you even like hurt yourself. Like, fuck it.
I remember I asked her because it was a bad thing. I actually went to the doctor the next day. I had a CT scan done.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they didn't find anything, thank God. But yeah, like I had headaches all the next day, and I was just like, I bet you I either put my face through the TV, and you could see like a smudge mark where apparently I hit the TV and dragged my face down the TV and then fell backwards onto my living room floor. And I was just like apparently laying there for a few minutes before I like came to, and I was just like, oh God, my face was killing me. And it was just
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, like.
Oh, me and Andy got a story about me killing my face, don't you?
Oh, well, that's forever ago.
Yeah, so if your friend's drunk and you're carrying him down the stairs, where are you going to make sure you hold him so he doesn't fall down the stairs?
Oh wait, am I carrying the friend?
You're
Yes.
like you're helping him. You're helping him down the stairs.
Oh well, normally I'd be like carrying him over like fireman style, like over the waist.
No,
but-
Andy said fuck you and had me next to him, and down I went. Had a big old bruise on the side of my face. Felt that for like a month.
Why are you trying to traverse stairs?
Because we were both drunk.
Very drunk.
Oh,
And he's like
that's-
sloppy, droppy drunk.
Yep.
And went dead weight. And I'm like, well, I can't hold you up. You're down you go, bud.
no, I'm to the
And he's
age where if I've
fucking
been drinking,
somersault down the staircase.
if I've been drinking a little bit, I'm like stairs are a no.
Fun times.
I think Ricky was there for that one.
I was there. I went to bed, and then I heard about it the next day, and everybody was like, "Oh, Andy dropped Mitch on his head," and I was like, "Ooh, sucks to be Mitch."
It did suck to be Mitch. Ruined a perfectly good shirt too.
I thought you were gonna say ruined a perfectly good face.
I did. It was fine before I fell.
Yeah, okay. Well, what
Luckily, I
I'm
was with my
hearing is
fiance
that
before.
you and I and everybody else need to get together so we can do a power hour.
Yes.
And then we could get your drinking skills up, bud.
Oh, my drinking skills are fine now. I'm good, but
Straight
I'm
up.
down.
Weldy's.
Power Hour, Legends of the Hidden Temple Run style.
Power hour, which I'm sure you're not ready for, honestly. But we do this. We get you in, we get you drunk. And for the kids that don't know what a power hour is, put on one of them fancy playlists on YouTube. You can just type in the words power hour. It brings up an hour's worth of songs. The song changes every 60 seconds. When the song changes, you take a drink with that song. And if you really want to play fun,
We can do the Edward 40 hands while we do it.
oh dear God, Andy's not allowed to do Edward 40 hands anymore.
Well, I was gonna say Legends of the Hidden Temple drinking game. You drink every time you do like a bet your liver kind of thing. So you can bet how many drinks if you think the team is gonna finish the run or no. And then you drink every time there's a temple guard. You drink every time Olmec's name is said. You drink every time Kirk Fogg is trying to give the kid directions. And then if the kid takes longer than 20 seconds, and you count it out loud, if the kid takes longer than 20 seconds on the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, you finish your drink.
Like, that's forever. Has anybody ever beat that game?
Yes.
There's no way. It's cheating. They like set that shit up on purpose. There's like a documentary out there. They're like, yeah, we fucked those kids.
It's 3 pieces. It's a
Yeah,
face, a
it's-
stomach,
and
and
it's
a head.
like
it's
a-
3 pieces.
hold on a second.
It's 3 pieces.
They set that up to like make the kids fail.
Well, I know, but I mean, they don't want to give you the trip to San Antonio or
Yeah.
wherever they're going to send you.
That's the other thing. Whoa, a fancy trip to Cincinnati, Ohio. Just like, what
We're
the
going to give you a trip to Orlando, Florida, which is conveniently where you're at right now.
Sweet. Pay my rent.
Exactly. Can I just take the cash prize?
No.
So to be
You
more
guys ready for
precise,
today's game,
oh
by
no, let me do my Legends of the Hidden
No,
Temple.
you guys pull his Google up. Hold on.
Yeah, hang on. He's got to load up his Google.
I did. Yeah, I did actually Google this one. This one, I do have. Yes, I actually just typed it in for this one. I couldn't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, over the 120 episode run, only 32 temple runs were completed successfully for a win rate of 26.7%, which is a failing fucking grade.
So obviously you're going to be betting on no the whole time, and you're going to be betting against these kids. And then if you bet yes, you're cheering super hard. So your blood pressure is up and going, and then you're drinking every time Olmec's name, and then you drink every time you see a temple guard, and then you're all counting out loud like you could definitely get at least probably five beers
Yeah,
done.
within a 20-minute episode.
Yeah. See, you don't watch the whole episode. You just watch temple
Oh,
runs.
Jesus. Oh, God.
Yeah,
So
you
in
don't-
like
you
2
don't wa-
minutes, you're drinking like 5 beers.
Yeah, you don't watch the whole episode. So you bet on whether or not you think the kids are going to make it. And then, if you get it right, then you get to pass out that many drinks. And
Yeah,
if you
talking
get it
about
wrong,
passing out, you're going to be
yeah,
about
that's
2 episodes.
That's a power hour.
All right, let's get the game.
All right, let's roll to today's first game of 2024. Is it this or is it that? These jabronis have to choose. So your category for today is what's your mode of transportation?
Car.
Yeah, well, one is a car. Yes,
Magic
I live
carpet.
in the Midwest.
Magic carpet.
not quite.
Magic carpet.
I'm going to give you a list of 7 names. You have to tell me if each of the names on the list is either a car used in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or a Kentucky Derby winner.
Okay.
Interesting.
So it's either car or horse.
Oh, I'm definitely flopping this one.
What? How do you? Okay, Ricky pulling the.
He just played San Andreas yesterday or something.
Yeah, no, he just watched all the Kentucky Derbies.
I said flopping this one. I didn't say mollywopping. I'm flopping. This is going to be an absolute flop. I'm not winning this at all. I'm calling it right now, guys. Ricky's not winning this one.
I feel like he still will somehow.
That's okay. Warning, there is one boat hidden in here.
All right.
All right, keep an eye out for it.
But you only get the point if you say both.
Yeah, you only get the point if you say both. Okay, there is one both. Ready? Number 1.
Both.
Number 1, Broadway.
I'm going to say derby car.
A horse.
Derby horse, you mean?
Derby horse, sorry. Derby horse.
Andy?
I'm going GTA.
GTA, okay.
I'm doing horse also.
It is a San Andreas car, a low rider / muscle car.
That was lucky as fuck.
That's not bad. Number 2, mage.
Both.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
I'm going derby horse.
Derby horse, okay.
I'm going horse also.
It is a horse, yes.
Frack.
2023, the most recent Kentucky Derby champion, and that was Mage's only major race win. Did not win at the Preakness and did not win at Belmont Stakes.
But
Number 3, California Chrome.
Horse.
that's a horse.
Car.
Or it's a horse.
Your Google loading, bud?
It's a. Oh my god, that's savage.
I'm just kidding.
It is a horse. 2014 winner also won the Preakness. Number 4, Admiral.
Both.
Oh, we got a both over here. Okay.
You know, I'm going to go both also.
Andy's going both.
I'm going to go with both also.
It is the both. You guys got it.
Nice.
Yes.
Let's go.
Nicely done.
Hell
You
yeah.
sniffed it out. It is a civilian car and War Admiral won in 1937 and was a Triple Crown champion. There you go. God, 3 for 3 on the boat.
That's cool.
You guys sniffed that out. That was awesome. That's cool. Number 5. I just realized. Brown Streak.
I'm going to go, I'm going to go GTA.
GTA. All right.
Oh, man. I'll go GTA.
I'm going horse.
Going horse. It is a GTA car. It is a. It's quite simply. It's a railway vehicle.
Gotcha.
Whatever that means. Railway vehicle.
Train?
Your mom would know.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
You're an asshole. Number 6.
Hey, man, Mrs. Weldy is the best mom ever, aside
Damn
from my
right.
mom.
I don't know. She's pretty high up there. She does play Streets of Rage with me every Mother's Day on stream. I think we'll keep her around. If she doesn't hit me again, she had a problem last year playing. She kept friendly fire was obviously on because it's Streets of Rage, and she kept hitting me with a lead pipe. I'm like, Mom, you gotta stop that.
I'm your boy.
Yeah.
But that's because she wanted to do it in real life.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I bet if I gave her a cardboard roll, she'd probably beat the hell out of me. Just pretend. Number 6, Voodoo.
GTA. I know that one.
That's
for a fact.
GTA. I hope we're wrong.
That's
I
a
hope you get
lowrider one
fucked.
that like bounces and does the whole.
Is it the one where you do like the car battle in San Andreas against the? Yeah.
I'm saying it's a horse.
No, it's a GTA car.
Well, yeah.
It is
right now.
also it was also in Vice City, San Andreas Vice City Stories 4 and the DLC, including Battle of Gay Tony.
Sweet.
So it's been across multiple games. Finally, I don't know what the score is. I don't even care. Number 7, Whirlaway.
Horse.
I'm gonna go horse.
Horse, of course.
Sweet.
Kentucky Derby winner, 1941. Also won the Triple Crown.
I finished with 5.
To give a recap on scores, Andy won with 6. Mitch came in second with 5, and I came in last with 4.
I didn't lose.
Hey!
Yay, not losing. GG's, guys. You guys did really well.
My
and
streak
the
has
fact
been
that
broken.
Yeah, I know. I got to work harder next time. Like it took me a minute because I actually did this at work, and I was like, I really wonder if I should be doing this at work. My boss wasn't in, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do this at work. I
You're
don't care.
technically also working while at work.
You are working. Yes.
I was actually doing a little bit of work because we're all on Christmas shutdown right now.
Oh.
But I had to go in and send some packages out. So basically, I had to play St. Nicholas this year and send some stuff
Literally.
out. Literally, yeah. But I only had like 3 or 4 orders over a 4-hour time span. So I got all 4 of those orders done in like 20 minutes. I'm like, so what to do? What to do? Speaking of what to do, you guys ready for tonight's game?
What again?
No,
The Jets and
no.
Browns.
Yeah. Actually, that actually might not be a halfway bad game. It's gonna be like a game that's so bad it's good. No, we're talking Super Smash Brothers, the
Fuck.
OG Super Smash Brothers, retroactively referred to as Super Smash 64 or just Smash 64, is a 1999 crossover fighting game.
Quote. Unquote.
Yeah,
Quote,
according to
quote
Wikipedia,
it.
it's a fighting game. We'll get to that in a minute. Developed by HAL Laboratory, published by Nintendo for the Nintendo 64. Released in Japan January of 99, in North America April of 99, and in Europe November of 99. The first installment in the Super Smash Bros. Series, a crossover between several different Nintendo franchises, including Mario, Zelda, Star Fox, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Metroid, F-Zero, Mother, Kirby, and the Pokemans. Represents a cast of characters and locations from these franchises and allows players to use each unique skills and stages hazards to inflict damage, recover health, and ultimately knock opponents off the stage. How familiar are you guys with the Smash series? Not just this one game, the Smash series as a whole, because I didn't play a lot of this one, but I played a lot of Brawl, and I played a little bit of Melee, but I played mostly Brawl.
I played a little bit of Melee with some friends, and then the newest Ultimate.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
Ultimate,
So
yeah.
those two I've played a handful of, but that's it.
Yeah, Melee on. Melee definitely was a big start with the GameCube. And then that Melee one also had, I think they had the original N64 levels in there too, all of them. Because there's only like 16 levels or something weird.
I would say I'm incredibly familiar with all of them, aside from Ultimate for the most. I only played that like maybe a couple times, but yeah. So my cousin had a 64 and he had Super Smash Brothers. And shortly after it came out in North America in April, and I went for a summer and played with him, and it was a fucking blast. I was like, this is the best thing ever. Oh my God. And with Melee, I got even better because I just kind of honed in my shit with Kirby. So, but all of them I've played.
So with that topic, what's everyone's main?
Ooh. See, mine was Kirby until I got into the later games, and then Mega Man was introduced. I think one of the better mechanics that I like with that game is like Mega Man's run speed and shooting speed in the game is the same as the OG games. So there's like little discrepancy, which is great for like long. It's kind of like a nod to longtime Mega Man players. It's like, oh, I recognize this. The speed didn't change. Nothing else really changed with this. So it was easy just to pick up and play. But when you come to the OG ones, yeah, I was a Kirby main.
What about you, Ricky?
He was Kirby.
I
guess you would
am.
say
So I
Kirby.
actually have 2 mains. Yeah, but it's Kirby has always been my main. I'm right back at you with the Kirby. But I'm also, and a lot of people are going to think this because it's the most basic character you can do, but I've also mained Mario a lot.
Huh.
I mean, he's an all-around generic fighter, but man, is his shit solid.
Andy?
Well, I started getting into Melee, so I didn't really play the N64 one much, but Bowser was my main through and through. And then with Ultimate, I ended up getting more into King K. Rool. I did a little bit of the Piranha Plant too. That was kind of fun. Sonic was my other one, just because I'd like go the other direction, and Little Mac. I played a lot of Little Mac, and that was always made people mad because you just you'd have a second to breathe because just like, and then boom, they're flying off the screen.
Yeah.
Bowser was my fun one because
Yep.
I always fought Ricky or whoever else is Kirby, and they would float all over the screen, and I would just like pile drive them into the ground.
That's the best thing about Kirby, though, is that like you can float all over the screen and you can fuck with people. You're basically trolling people as Kirby. You drop down, you do your down B move, you jump up, you hit them with the hammer a few times, and then you just jump back up in the air, and they're like, "What? Get back here, damn it!" They literally look like old man yelling at clouds while you just float above them.
It was a very trolly character, yeah.
Donkey Kong, that was the other one I played a lot. And Pikachu. Pikachu was another one that was like quick. It was like Ned Flanders in that Simpsons wrestling
Stupid,
game.
sexy Flanders.
All you do just
The really
lightning
bad
bolt,
Simpsons
lightning
wrestling
bolt,
game.
lightning bolt.
God, it was like playing with Ness, because I remember playing the Smash 64, and the only thing I remember from that is PK Thunder, PK Thunder, PK Thunder. Shut the fuck up. I get it. Thunder, and then he hit me with a baseball bat. I'm like, God damn it! Fuck! Like I hate this game. I'm going back to GoldenEye.
You have to be a fucking top tier gamer to use Ness and like actually stay on the board when you get like bumped off. Cause my God, he is like one of the roughest characters to actually play with.
He was a tanky kind of character. Like basically, he was going to stay in one spot and hit you with a baseball bat the entire time, and thunderbolts. Kind of like Pikachu, but Pikachu was a little more floaty.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's a little mouse.
So
He can zip around fast.
Yeah.
So the original 12, well, we'll say the original 8 as your starters were Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, and Pikachu.
I'd fuck shit up with Link.
Those were the initial 8. Yes, Link, oh my God. Link's also another solid fucking character. 10 out of 10. And he hits you with that Master Sword. It's kind of a rap.
The Donkey Kong rap.
Fox is also...
Donkey Kong.
I hate you.
Sorry.
Fox is also solid because he just be throwing his kicks. No, you're good. Fox is solid because he just be throwing them kicks like nobody's business. But to keep going on characters, there were 4 unlockable characters for this game, which were Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff. Has anybody ever been successful with landing a Falcon Punch and just knocking someone off the screen?
Yeah, that I thought you were gonna say anybody successful with Jigglypuff because that character was sucked. Like even in the later games,
Jigglypuff is really good if you know how to play with him.
Like you put somebody to sleep, and if you're lucky, and then I don't know, even his ultimate moves or whatever when they came out with that became a big creature. That was it. It's like, oh, thanks, okay, bye.
Nah, Jigglypuff is good because Jigglypuff can counter like everything, and it just like if you're really good at countering, Jigglypuff is the character for you. But if you're more of an offensive player, then Jigglypuff ain't it, because all their shit is just like, oh, Jiggly punch, and then go to sleep, and that's it.
Yeah, Peach had some good counters too, because she would pull Toad out and bounce your attack away. I play her every once in a while. Fox had some defense moves too, though.
Yeah, Fox was one of the fastest characters.
Yeah, Fox had the deflector shield.
Fox is a character that a lot of people use like in the Melee tournaments or whatever, like Evo. I think Marvel vs. Capcom and then Smash Melee is the oldest game they have still at Evo, if Evo still exists.
Yeah, it's still around.
Okay.
50 years from now, we'll still be playing Melee in the Evo tournaments.
Old retirement home.
Oh yeah, we'll be in the home playing Melee. Like, old people these days are just like, watching Lawrence Welkin playing bingo. We're just getting we're getting Melee tournaments, and kids these days are like ZZ paw or whatever the slang is going to be 50 years from now.
Jeez.
ZZ paw. Uncool.
It's gonna be those anime things like, oh, I want sushi.
Oh yeah, like they're not even gonna be like, there's no facial expression. It's just gonna be like something like an emoji pops up from something on their shoulder. Or
Yeah, angry face and
essentially
anime eyes when they're sad and shit like that.
Critically, Super Smash gained generally positive reviews, with most praise going towards its multiplayer mode, original fighting game style, music, and simple learning curve. Game rankings, Metacritic both gave it a 79. All Game gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Electronic Gaming Monthly gave it an 8.625 out of 10. That's oddly specific.
Weird.
I know. Game Informer.
5/8 of a
Yeah. Game Informer 8.5 out of 10. Game Revolution B. GameSpot 7.5. IGN 8.5 out of 10. N64 Magazine gave it the highest score of 90%. Nintendo Power gave it a 7.7 out of 10. EP Daily gave it a 2 out of 10. It says there were criticisms, however, such as the game's scoring being difficult to follow and the single-player mode's perceived difficulty and lack of features, which I feel like they fixed that later on. Man, playing those games initially when they first came out, I'm terrible at those kind of games. Just it was way too fast-paced for like my jabroni ass. I played a lot of it when I was in high school, but I ended up like losing track of where I was on the map.
So playing the newer ones, you're just completely lost because it's like 8 players.
Oh yeah,
it's a dot.
It's stupid. Yeah, the whole screen is like panned out because there's like 77 different things on the screen, and I'm just like, where the hell is Mega Man? Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's flying off the screen. Shit.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm like, there he is, and there he goes.
K.O.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that was good. That was 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I'll never get back. Cool. Glad I decided to do this.
I want to touch base on those rankings that they gave, because for all those rankings and for that one to give it a 2 out of 10, Super Smash Bros. Is the 5th best-selling game for the Nintendo 64.
Huh.
The rankings be damned. People love this little raggedy-ass game.
I think all the things they fix later in the series is stuff that I griped with early. Like basically that was a game you definitely had to get good scrub, and then if you had a friend that was really good at it, you were screwed. It wasn't like Halo where it was like, hey, you can maybe get a kill now and then, but
that was the thing too. Like even if you weren't the greatest, you can still use the items to your advantage, like Pokeballs and
absolutely
all that stuff.
All the items that you had: the baseball bat, the super scope shooter, the Baba bombs.
But you didn't get like actual Pokemon until later, right?
No, you still got Pokemon in the first game.
Oh, that's right, because like Charizard and Squirtle weren't playable characters
No,
yet.
but you can still toss Pokeballs out.
Yeah, and
like
that's who you would get.
Snorlax.
Right,
Take up the
yeah.
whole screen.
Yes, Starlax will show up and wipe out the entire screen for you. I hate to say it, but if you sucked at Super Smash Bros. On 64, that's definitely you definitely need to get good noob sort of game.
It most definitely was. So in the terms of all of the other fighting series, was this the best initial opening game for a series? Because I know like the original Street Fighter didn't really get good until Street Fighter 2. And then I guess you could say Mortal Kombat was good right off the bat, because that completely changed the video game front. I mean, Tekken 1 at the time blew everybody's mind, because like, oh, this is 3D, the pyramid pixels or whatever. Everything looked like blocks
Triangle
of cheese.
boobs.
Yeah, exactly. Everything had triangle boobs, but you're like, who gives a shit? This is 1996. This is the future, baby. Hell
Virtual.
yeah. I mean, that was fun for what it was worth, but I would say, honestly, behind like the OG Mortal Kombat, I would say that's probably the best opening, like initial first game.
Killer
for-
Instinct was a decent beginning game,
Oh, that is true, yeah.
but the sequel all fell flat after the first one, though.
Oh, Killer Instinct Gold was pretty good.
Yeah.
It didn't blow me away. It was a lot like the OG, but I'm like, that's still good for what it was worth. Compared to every other fighting series opening bids, like where would you put Smash 64?
Oh man, I put Smash 64 above honestly all, because usually it's just two fighters, right?
Yeah.
It's just you have your 1v1 Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Ryu, and I don't know who else.
Ken.
Just
Yeah.
thinking of names on top of my head, but like that one you could have like however many people at once. Like that's like a new oh shit, like we can have 3 more people play. Like
Oh yeah, just the big multiplayer mode was a big one too.
so like I don't know, kind of for that time I feel like that puts top for me. But
I'll have to agree also. That's it's a top one for me, because it's the same thing, Also, I felt like they didn't have to do a lot to improve upon the game mechanics in the sequels. They just kept adding more characters, which made it better. To me, the first one was fantastic. Once they updated the graphics in the next one is just a fucking copy paste. It ain't like they did anything else super special for
they
it.
just added more people in Melee.
Yeah, I was gonna say more
Yeah, they
battlegrounds
just
and
added more people. It's a copy paste method that they've been doing for 20 plus years now,
And if you go with other like type of those games, like that PlayStation brawl game,
That
and
Battle All Stars.
Yeah, Nickelodeon has one too. Yeah.
those still don't compare to any of the Smash Brother games. Like they tried, don't get me wrong, but like
It's very one of a kind.
Many an imitation, but nothing successful.
I think Smash just kind of opened up the realm of what a fighting game can be. Like everyone was used to the one-on-one, but like even just Marvel versus Capcom, you could sub people out. So
like
like
you're still essentially
still
2-on-2.
yeah, but I mean they're kind of adding more. Like you can have more people on the screen. You can cause more chaos on the screen.
Can
Like
you imagine Marvel vs. Capcom, but like a 4-player free-for-all with teams of 3? That'd be stupid.
That'd be
That'd
dope.
Crazy.
I mean,
the
Ken
new-
and Ryu were in the newer.
I mean,
Smash.
hell, even the new Mortal Kombat kind of has that mechanic. They have an assisted player or something, so you could like have them save you if you're getting comboed, and they could be a combo breaker.
I also like how the original Smash was just kind of a fluke, I guess, essentially, because HAL Laboratories are the people who did Kirby. They started doing something and they just substituted some Mario characters in there just for the F of it. And then Nintendo was like, well, hold on now. This looks kind of cool. Like, let's roll with it.
Yeah,
and then
'cause-
that's how it just exploded.
Have I ever introduced you to Super Mario Brothers 2?
Well,
Have I ever introduced you to a game called Doki Doki Panic? Not Doki Doki Literature Club Kids. Doki Doki Panic.
which is kind of panicky.
Oh, it's extremely panicky.
Doki Doki Panic at the Disco.
Oh,
I write sins in Waluigi's. There it is. Yes, bow to me.
Jesus. Yeah, whenever they were originally designing the original Smash Bros, they were designing it after the Pepsi Man for Japan back then. It was all the characters were supposed to look like Pepsi Man. And then one person's like, we should have Nintendo characters. And whoever the lead director was like, yeah, no, screw that. And then they're like, well, screw you. I'm going to do it anyway. And we'll just wait till I convince you. And then they convinced them. And now we got the masterpiece we got now.
And it's funny that you say that because in Melee, they have the endless mode where you get to fight like random generic characters and they all look like Pepsi Man without the mask.
Yep.
And then you fast forward to like bringing Sonic in, like blew my mind. Even Sonic in the Olympics was like, what the hell, Sega and Nintendo? And then they brought in Snake with the PlayStation.
Yep.
However, Snake was originally an NES game, but
I like how like everybody says Sonic and Mario in the same game was the same like reaction as the Undertaker and Kane aren't really brothers.
Yeah. What?
Well, when you think about it, they were the top two mascots for the two biggest gaming consoles for like a solid decade, going head to head against each other. So some 20 years after Sonic popped up on the scene, we got Sonic in a Nintendo game. You're like, what?
and then even with this newest one, you got Ken and Ryu, and then there's
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, well, Banjo was a rare N64 character, but
But I mean, then that kind of opens the
But
whole...
no, that makes sense though, because the Street Fighter games, they started off on Nintendo and then they just kept going to PlayStation and Sony, and it was, you never thought that you see them on Nintendo again.
let alone in a Smash game. Fun fact, in Smash Brothers Melee, the proximity mine is from 007 GoldenEye, but they didn't have the rights to 007 GoldenEye, so it's just named something else that's weird.
It's so weird that you bring up like GoldenEye in there because we were just talking about Banjo-Kazooie. Killer Instinct is a Rare fighting game baby. So at what point is Rare going to be like, hey, wait a minute, you're not coming on our turf unless you take Banjo-Kazooie? Are you going to start taking Bond? You know, are you going to take Donkey? I mean, you've already taken Donkey Kong, which I guess is kind of a Rare.
They got Banjo-Kazooie in there, character-wise.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also do Viva Pinata characters.
Yeah.
At what point does it become like, oh, are you going to start reaching for Killer Instinct characters? Because Street Fighter's in there.
Or Perfect Dark.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Joanna.
Joanna and Zero Suit Samus in a fight. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What now?
Where am I? What?
Whoa.
Well, I gotta change my sheets.
I love how I was talking.
Triangle boobs.
Shout out to our friend Comrade Bubbles talking about going to horny jail, and Bubs said on a Discord that the makers of Baldur's Gate 3 had said in an interview was like, millennials don't have to worry about going to horny jail. That's just where they live and they have the key.
That's right.
I was like, yeah, I pretty much have a vacation home in horny jail where I live. So I feel like the Smash series, you can do so much with it. And it's like you said, the 4v4 was extremely revolutionary. It was a lot easier to do on the 64 than it was on like the PlayStation. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat will pretty much for their entire lives always be just like a 1v1. Like it's pretty much just like you can change the recipe all you want. You know, you can add whatever you want to the cookie. It's just going to be a one-on-one thing, where Melee is very flexible with the different game modes and how they can do things.
That's okay though. I mean, like, we don't need all fighting games to be the exact same though. We don't need all of them fighting the Smash Brothers formula. I'm okay with having my 1v1 for Mortal Kombat because that means there's more combos that I can do.
So what do you think when the new Nintendo comes out? Are they going to make another Smash Brothers game, and how do you think it would go? Is it just going to be everything all over again?
I do think that they'll make another one. I do. I think it'll be everything all over again. Although, Nintendo, this is me coming to you with my creativity here for you, as I have to do with every episode. I'm saying what I think would be really cool is do like you did for the first game and you did for Melee. Take it old school, maybe scale back the amount of people that you want on a roster, and start making the unlockable again with playing X amount of hours or X amount of matches, or you have to do this with like the story mode.
I think it'd be fun to start off with the original, what is it, 12 or whatever, and then you have to unlock the
I
rest
think
of
that
those
would be
characters.
really cool. I think you start off with the original 8, and then if you want to go up to like 32 or 64, however many characters they want to have in this, I think you have to do individual tasks with each individual character to unlock shit. Like, you want to unlock Peach, you gotta go and do some weird shit with Mario.
Or do whatever, even then, like play this many hours of the game.
Like I was thinking the opposite when it comes to some of the more like battle royale modes are popular. Why couldn't you have an entire like 64? If you're gonna have like 80 characters in the game anyway,
Just put them all on the screen at the same time.
why could? Well, no, it's not on on like one screen at the same time. Like you control your character, but imagine a big cylinder and like you play.
I will kill myself if I have to play a Smash Brothers Fortnite game. I will actually slip my wrist in front of Nintendo Studios.
Well, listen, because you got Fortnite, you got Tetris 99, you have F-Zero 99. It's like the more people you can squeeze in, it feels like the more chaotic and more fun it is. Why couldn't you do that with Smash? Imagine like a big ring and you essentially play around the ring, killing different characters as you go. There's like no falling off the cliff or anything. It's just you go. Like imagine World 1-1 in Super Mario Brothers, and you just turn that into a big circle and you play against 63 other people and you get a random character. Last one standing wins. And there's just weapons all over the place. That just sounds like that'd be extremely like fun.
This is literally Fortnite with Nintendo skins, bud.
Well, essentially, yeah, but you're dropping. Like you start in one spot and you fight your way to the end against.
You just stripped away everything that makes Smash Brothers, and you turned it into literally Fortnite with Nintendo skin.
Okay, no. You don't get to
64 mode.
You don't get to old man yell at Cloud at me because I want that kind of a game mode for like a Twisted Metal game. Don't old man yells at Cloud at me because I want a battle royale mode for every game I've ever played in my entire life, period. Because that's essentially what like Twisted Metal was. Twisted Metal is a giant battle royale game, and I love it. Literally. And I've been playing those my entire life. I mean,
but that's what Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is a giant world map. Like you get to fight people. With Smash Brothers, it's you fight on a linear map sort of deal. Like you're all on the same stage. You can see people. I don't want to chase motherfuckers around the map and kill them or be I'm sorry. I hate online play anyway, so this sounds terrible to me. But this makes me feel like you're about to stick me in Rust with Mario characters.
Okay. No. What I'm envisioning, you're not on a 3D plane. You're going to be on a 2D plane, but you can basically just keep going through the level and it'll repeat eventually. Like if you took level 1-1 in Super Mario Brothers and you put it out on like a big piece of paper, then you can take that piece of paper and you connect it and make one big ring out of it. So you're still 2D, but you have like a 3D kind of like running around the map kind of thing. And then you get a random character and you drop in on the map and it says 3, 2, 1, last one standing wins. Yeah, exactly. And then you immediately have weapons at your disposal. You get the ball jumping in, and then you get extra points for elimination towards unlocking characters in the single player mode.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I will. That.
No.
And I hope Mitch agrees with me on this one because I feel like I should not be forced to play online with other people in order to unlock shit and achievements in the single player game.
Okay, no. If you want to have 80 characters in a game, you need to expand the single player mode. But if you don't want to play the single player mode, because a lot of people don't want to play the single player, they just want to go straight. Like I never played the single player mode for Halo 3. I played online against other people hours and hours and hours and days of my entire life playing online. I never played the story. I don't give a shit. Now, I don't care.
The story mode in the last two Smash were pretty cool though.
I don't care. Like I'm not gonna sit here and play it by myself. They know why they made it. It's a party game.
Yeah.
Smash is a party game. Like, I'm not going to play that. Okay, now I know there's a lot of people a lot more dedicated than I am, and that's fine. But I don't want to sit there and play that. There's certain games I don't want to play by myself, and there's certain games I do. That's not a game I want to play by myself.
My issue is that if these are characters that I can only unlock by playing online, then that's fucked because I don't play online. I mean, that's just not a me thing.
Yeah,
if there's an alternative route to unlocking characters, then yeah, man, whatever, sure, go for
there
it.
Would be. Nintendo does that. Even with the other ones, like to unlock Mewtwo, you had to do so many hours or drop so many Pokeballs.
With that one, you had to play 200 hours of gameplay because to unlock Pichu, you had to play like 150 hours, which is so wild that what I did, I gamed it and I just left the system on.
I totally agree with you on that one. I guess my thing is you have to kind of cater to all kinds of people. Like if I were to buy Mortal Kombat, I'm not good enough at Mortal Kombat to go online. I'll get my head kicked in.
I'll get juggled the whole match. match.
Yeah. I tried that with the OG.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, when I bought the Street Fighter collection, I'm like, oh, I can beat Street Fighter single player. This is a blast. This is awesome. I'm going to try online. Oh, I'm dead.
Mitch, how do you feel about this? Because I know that we talked about this and you said that the fact that you had to play online for GTA 5 to unlock achievements that...
Yeah, when it comes to like achievement hunting and character unlocking and 100%ing a game, you're going to face people who eat, sleep, and breathe that game. Like Mortal Kombat, there's people that have dedicated their life to playing that game. And if you face them, you ain't getting that achievement, you ain't getting that character because they are going to royally kick your ass. I think it should be single player, and I would say change the difficulty of the game if you want to unlock a harder character or something. Like you want a hard achievement, put the difficulty on hard or something like that.
110%. If I want to unlock a character, and let's say it's like the best character in the game or like a super sought after character, you should have to beat the game on like ultimate smash or whatever the top hardest difficulty is, and be like, fuck, I really got to get my fucking skills up to get this motherfucker because I really want to get them. I've done that where you have to beat the story mode on ultimate difficulty, and it's a bitch to beat up the Master Hand and Crazy Hand and Giga Bowser and all these other fucking bosses, and you're like, fuck, this sucks. But your dedication to just like that craft and just you putting forth the effort into gaming, it drives you there.
This isn't exactly on the same spectrum, but in the terms of like how I like it, like Resident Evil, if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty, you usually unlock the infinite rocket launcher or something, and then at that point you can go back and wipe out the game with an infinite rocket launcher. Like that kind of a system where I put in the challenge of I put on the hardest difficulty, I earned the best thing, now I can do whatever I want with it, as opposed to like playing Resident Evil Online, the game modes they have, and they're wonky, they shit like that.
Agreed. The second time I played Resident Evil 4, or when I gone through, you beat the game, you beat it on the tough difficulty, now you have infinite ammo for your guns, infinite fucking rocket launchers. It's fun because you're like, I earned this. If that's what it feels like, it's a reward. And I absolutely believe that they should take away any in-game transactions for people to buy characters as well for new Smash Brothers.
No microtransactions allowed. That's bullshit. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Fucking cash grabs.
If they create a new Smash Brothers, then it should 100% be you earned your shit the old-fashioned way, and you fucking sweated blood, sweat, and tears into that controller getting those characters unlocked.
Totally agreed. So the fact that we're having this discussion based on, the very, very first game and all of the different possibilities, I think it just shows like how creative and like one of a kind this game is. You said Nintendo tried, PlayStation tried, and they were all right. Every gamer can sniff it out. They're like, oh, this is a Smash Brothers clone.
Yeah, what was the one with Scooby and Shaggy and
Brawlhalla?
Is that what it's
I
called?
think it's called Brawlhalla.
That's like a bunch of WB characters and whatnot. I mean, that was all right.
Yeah, the one that just came out. Yeah,
Still
it was
not
okay, but
Smash Brothers.
no matter what these games are, they are not Smash Brothers. That's it. We know what you want to be, and we know that this is literally a cash grab. You're not Smash Brothers. You don't have the same mechanics. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to play.
It's the same thing with Mario Kart. Like, how many kart racers are out there?
The only one that sizes up to that is Crash Team Racing.
yeah.
Mon Nation Racers.
That's
is
it.
right.
That's the only one that gets close. Or Diddy Kong. That's about it.
You guys down for a happy time now?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's
Probably a
roll
good
it.
idea. I'm through my Mickeys and my PBR, so I'm getting slurry and I'm getting angry.
This was a good discussion. I really enjoyed this. This was a good one. All right, let's hop into it. Happy time, people. Happy 37th anniversary. Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy.
Woo, hey, Ricky.
Yeah. Peaked at number 2 this week in 1985.
Watch one of our Afro King
The
episodes.
next time I go out to do karaoke, I will be singing Party All the Time. And as Andy also mentioned, that was our first Afro King episode where I reviewed Coming to America.
That's why I threw this one in there. Happy 32nd anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Gear, released in Japan this week, 1991. Happy 32nd anniversary also Golden Axe 2 on the Mega Drive.
Best Golden Axe game.
Oh, totally agreed. I feel like Golden Axe was one of those series where it's like 2 was the best, 1 was good, and 3 was booty. Like Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Melancholy, Happy Trails, Carrie Fisher and George Michael both passed away this week in 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Toss in a Happy Trails of Tom Smothers.
Oh, yeah.
Oddly enough, only 5 years older than Biden.
Wow. God, that's like 2 people you wouldn't associate in
Yes.
the same generation. Well, what was the really messed up one that it was like 3 different figures from different generations? One was
MLK.
Yeah, MLK, Anne Frank, and
Barbara Walters.
was it Barbara Walters? Yeah, they were all born in the same year, but you don't associate them with the same time period. But they were all born in the same year.
Yeah, they were all born in 1929.
That's
Nuts.
That's bonkers.
I actually know that one.
I gotta say, I thought one of us would be able to pull that out. Nicely done.
That was our fun trivia fact when I was in middle school when we were at the Diarrhea and Frank.
And finally, happy trails to your New Year's resolution. Forbes Health did a poll, said the average resolution lasts just 3.74 months. How long does it last? 8% of people said 1 month, 22% of people said 2 months, 22% of people said 3 months, 6% of people said I'm still sticking with it. How many people make New Year's resolutions? Setting a New Year's resolution is an incredibly common practice, especially in the US. A 2022 poll by YouGov indicated that 37% of Americans said they've had a goal or resolution they want to achieve in 2023. 87% saying that they were very or somewhat likely to keep it through the year. And obviously they were not. So the top New Year's resolutions for 2024, I got a list of 14. Let's see if you guys can name them all. Go.
Jim.
Yep, improve fitness was number 1 and lose weight. Here, you said gym, so I'm going to give you 3 of them. Improve fitness was number 1, lose weight was number 4, improve diet was number 5.
Stop smoking.
That was number 7.
Stop drinking.
Yep.
Drink less alcohol was only at 3%.
Get a new job.
I don't have get new job on here, but perform better at work was dead last on the list.
Fuck that place.
And learn a new skill, which I'm going to neighborhood rule it and say and then get a new job, was number 8. Improve work-life balance was number 10 at 7%. So 14 to 1, the worst being 14, perform better at work 3%, drink less alcohol 3%, meditate regularly 5%, travel more at 6%, improve work-life balance 7, make more time for hobbies 7, learn a new skill at 9%, stop smoking 12%, make more time for loved ones 25%, and then you got the big 5, improve diet at 32, lose weight at 34, improve mental health is a good one. That was at 36%.
Especially after COVID.
Yeah. And then number 2, oddly enough, nobody said this. Improve finances.
How do you do that?
I don't,
Cut out
get a
your
new job.
subscriptions.
Yeah, I guess, I could put that in a job too.
Eat healthier, so you buy healthier groceries, even though that's probably more expensive than buying fucking junk shit.
Well,
Think about investing in stocks and never do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get rid of all of your streaming services that apparently are adding up to
cable prices, if not more.
Yeah, or adding to cable prices, because apparently Amazon just came out this week and said, hey, we're now going to have ads on our streaming services and you can get rid of them for just $3 a month. And everyone's saying, fuck you, we might as well just go back to cable.
Nope. Pirate Bay.
That was
baby.
incredibly rude of them, considering that they just took like $119 out of my bank account for my yearly Prime subscription,
Bezos
and then they
is
hit
like
me with the hey, bud.
Multi-billionaire fucking... Sorry, political.
Yeah, like, no. I think it's bullshit because to me, unless this money is going towards their employees to being paid more and for better benefits and hours and everything, then fuck that. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
Well, now they can take
I'm not going to.
Now the Amazon workers can take 2 pee breaks in a 12-hour shift.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Our retro smashed resolution was to not be so political. Oops. We fucked that up.
Man, we
Failed our
didn't even
resolution.
hit 2024. We hit that.
Realistically, you guys should probably drop me from the podcast if that's what you want.
Number 1, by the way, was improve fitness at 48%. Are you looking to improve fitness, Mitch?
I had a New Year's resolution 2 years ago, and I'm still with it. So
Fitting these balls in your mouth.
You beat me to it.
Fitting
Oh.
in my mouth.
All right. Mitch, where can they catch you?
You can catch me at Twitch at liquidukes.tv with the second I is a 1.
Did you find him finally?
I think he did. I think he followed me.
I did. Yes, I did. I found him finally.
I will be streaming the finals game, and this year I am focusing on going back to old games and 100%ing them. So that will be a lot of my streams.
Nice. Andy, where can they find you?
I am on X at the Andy Abides. Also, send your emails to retrosmashed@gmail.com. Still no emails. We got got something on Spotify, but I don't have access to that. So send your email to their Spotify person if you're listening, so I can read that email all for you.
Probably telling us that we suck and they're never listening again.
Yeah, we're going to go through all this where we're going to call Spotify, be like, I don't know what our password is. We're going to do all this just to read an email that says, you guys suck.
Yeah.
Our YouTube is up and running. I will eventually get the old episodes up there. Sometimes we had quite a bit of views this last episode, but I think that might have been because we had a delay on the release for whatever the hell happened with.
Yeah.
Nice. We actually, speaking of views and stuff, 4.5 rating on Spotify, and we have hit the 1,800 download mark. So thank you guys so much for listening. Ricky, my son, where can they reach you at?
Absolutely. So you can follow us on Twitter at retro_smashed, where you can see us updating not just our episodes, but you can also see us retweeting about video game history and video games that have been released. You can also find me personally at AfroKing89 on Twitter, where you can find my shitty political and wrestling takes. You can also follow me on YouTube at It's the Afro King, where me and Andy recorded a bunch of fun videos about 15 years ago when he and I were just starting off becoming friends. And we do plan on rebooting that series here coming in the next few months. So keep an eye out for that. Who knows? I think our next episode might actually be coming to America too.
Electric
Oh, yeah.
Boogaloo.
I forgot there was a sequel coming.
Well, all right. So we probably won't be doing that one because Andy doesn't know about it. So it's okay.
T-shirts for Retro Smashed, hopefully coming out very soon.
Really?
Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We're going to say we're
I think at minimum, the four of us should have one. Definitely give one to Berserk.
Eric?
two to
Give
the
one to
Babble.
Eric.
Yeah, one to Eric,
Eric.
two to the Babbles. Yeah, I'll send some to our friends in Canada too. Hey, Weldy, where can they reach you? Hey, I'm glad you guys asked. They can reach me at twitch.tv/WeldyTime, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights. Your boy is going to be taking on an extremely gruesome and tedious project this coming year. I would like to speedrun both Doom 2016,
Yes.
the Legacy version, so no glitches, and Silent Hill 3.
Nice.
And then eventually towards the end of the year, I would like to speedrun Curse of the Moon and Curse of the Moon 2. So that's kind of like the big four for me this year. Super Castlevania 4 left a salty taste in my mouth, so I really don't want to go jump straight after Symphony of the Night. I know I had teased that I wanted to try to speedrun Symphony of the Night, and then I watched some speedruns of it, and I'm like, this looks extremely tedious.
Are you going to get Mario Wonder? I know Victory 2 was asking about it.
I had
The last one.
I had thought about it. Here's the thing. Ultimately, I was going to buy that game just to speedrun it. And I'm like, I really have to stop doing that because...
Whatever.
Well, that's why I got Blasphemous and I got Axiom Verge. Like, I bought those games just so I could speedrun them because, like, oh, they're Metroidvanias. I love Metroidvanias. I love platformers. I can speedrun these games. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I never really enjoyed them for what they were, so I never gave them a fair shake. So I feel like those are two games that I really owe an apology to. But Doom and Silent Hill 3 are ones that I have access to right now, so I really want to do those because I need to start running big boy games. That's what no more rock and roll racing, no more Mario Kart all circuits. It's
Those are fun to watch, though.
I know. I'm like, I need a big boy game to speedrun. And I'm getting close to 400 followers. If I get to 400 or 500 the next year, I'll do a 12 to 18 hour exhibition where I just do all my speedruns that I've ever played.
Interesting. That'd be
Damn.
Including, but not limited to, Jurassic Park Super Nintendo, SimCity, Hotline Miami, Streets of Rage 2 100%, Infernax Ultimate Evil %, Rock and Roll Racing, Super Mario Kart All Time Trials, Super Mario World All Switch Palace, Celeste Any %, and Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
None of the Lion King or that stuff.
Or Home
my
Improvement.
God. I don't actually.
Lion King, I think you at least pull.
It would take me about a week to derust on Celeste and a week to derust on The Lion King because I tell people that I beat The Lion King on Super Nintendo in less than 25 minutes and they still look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, there was once upon a time I beat that game in under 25 minutes. That was a cool party trick. I can't do it anymore.
At least with that game, the music's cool. The game plays. It's all right.
It's
better than Warrior Woods or
Oh my god, yeah, I never want to do that
the
again.
other games we played during that.
Yeah, the Super 16.
Which is still our most downloaded episode.
Right. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 1,800 downloads. We appreciate all of you that are listening.
Thank you for sticking around.
Yes, and have a very safe 2024 from all of us here. Good night, Canada.
Bye.
Goodbye.